Hi, I'm Louisa Jewell, and I'm the president of the Canadian Positive Psychology Association. The CPPA was founded in 2012 with the mission of really trying to improve the psychological health of all Canadians. And while there's a lot of focus on mental illness and what is wrong with us, the Canadian Positive Psychology Association is on a mission to help people discover what is right with us, what makes us strong, what makes us resilient. Because we have a mental health epidemic here in Canada, and we want to focus in on preventing things like depression and anxiety. And so that's why we were so excited to discover what Sterling Hall School did with regards to just implementing something very simple in positive psychology, which is the 3 Good Things exercise. And the exercise really involves just a simple thing, writing down 3 good things that happened to you at the end of the day, and also to analyze why you think those 3 good things happened to you. And some amazing things unfolded.
The Sterling Institute usually hosts each year a think tank event on social and emotional learning. So this year we had Louisa Jewell as our keynote address, and she spoke about different activities that parents and teachers can do with students in order to build their resilience. We really wanted people to learn the vocabulary and learn a little bit about what positive psychology is, so we implemented the 3 Good Things activity.
Positive psychology is incredibly important because it focuses us as educators on the positive and make sure that we're reinforcing those aspects within the boys that we want to see, rather than focusing on the negative aspects that we tend not to want to see.
Each homeroom teacher took a particular aspect of the 3 Good Things activity back to their homerooms and then completed it with their students throughout the month of April.
When they first started doing their 3 Good Things writing, they were hesitant because they kept complaining they couldn't think of good things. Part of that stemmed from the fact that they weren't monumental good things. We had to talk about examples of smaller good things, but there were significant items in their days. Once the boys realized that we were looking for just nice, good things that happened in their days, and they could start writing about them, they were fine.
In the older grades, they really thought only about the big good things that had happened to them. So this really forced them to realize that a lot of small good things happened to them each and every day. And for the little boys, they learned to be reflective. Having the 3 Good Things activity right after recess, the boys then thought about, the really good times they had had with their friends. In the middle grades, about grade 4, part of their activity was to think about why the good things had happened to them. So then they started to realize if they did kind and thoughtful things to other boys, good things would then happen to them.
It's a positive response, and I think that we tend to get more with the carrot than the stick, and I think if we try to cultivate that very early for young men and for boys, that will pay dividends going forward in life for them.
So the 3 Good Things exercise is an evidence-based activity intended to improve happiness and well-being.
Well, I was so happy. When I was younger, I always wanted to have something like that in school where I could express what good things happened.
There's a lot of positive things that go on in everybody's day. Everybody, everywhere. But the problem is, everybody thinks of the negative.
I would always focus on the bad things. My mom would always ask me, what happened today? And I would just say all the bad things that happened.
My mom, she always asks me, when I go home, she asks me how my day was. And then I told her the good things, and we had a nice conversation sometimes, and it makes me happier.
To actually put them down in writing was meaningful for me. I can remember one time when I was writing about how I had a squash lesson at my club, and it was particularly helpful. And so I picked up the phone and called my pro and left him a message. And he commented later about how nice that was because it doesn't happen all the time. And so I was able to do something good for somebody else in turn. And it just helps your overall thinking of the good things that happen in our day.
After each class had implemented their 3 Good Things activity, then we created a 3 Good Things bulletin board. So boys of different age groups put up their pictures and their writings to share with other students the good things that had happened to them.
I really do think it would make me happier if I were to focus on the good things.
It's all those feelings you get of happiness and excitement. When you're thinking about that all over again and having to type it out, it just comes right back.
At first, they saw it as an activity, and by the end, they saw it as an experience they wanted to keep doing. And I'm hoping they continue to keep doing it beyond this because it's really helpful.
The 3 Good Things exercise is just one exercise in positive psychology that can improve your well-being. There are so many more activities that you can learn, so join us at the Canadian Positive Psychology Association, and you'd be amazed at what you can learn to increase your own happiness levels and well-being, and the well-being as well of the organizations that you work with and your community. Thank you.